Hey folks, I don't know if you've heard, but apparently Donald Trump is conducting his first proper diplomatic meeting with Vladimir Putin. I know, I heard it somewhere, I swear to God. And I'm certain the media maintain their inimitable air of dispassionate professionalism.
Would you now, with the whole world watching, tell President Putin, would you denounce what happened in 2016, and would you warn him to never do it again?
All I can do is ask the question. My people came to me, Dan Coates came to me, and some others. They said they think it's Russia. I have President Putin. He just said it's not Russia. I will say this, I don't see any reason why it would be.
In Helsinki was one of the most disgraceful performances by an American president in memory. You have been watching perhaps one of the most disgraceful performances by an American president at a summit in front of a Russian leader, certainly that I've ever seen.
This is my last election. Yeah, after my election, I have more flexibility. Yeah, I understand. I transmit this information to Vladimir and I stand with him.
Well, that verbal synchronicity isn't alarming, and hey, it's always nice when my senator can take a break from doing dick on my dime, refusing to resign due to a terminal fucking brain tumor, so he can pinch a log on a president who won his home state fucking resoundingly. Oh, sorry. Did I say home state? I meant Arizona, the state John McCain moved to in the 80s, Hillary Clinton style, to forward his fucking political career. To bring it into sharper focus for those unapprised of the fuckery at large, during the 2016 election, every solitary carbon-based life form in the media, and every never-Trumper in the troposphere, spontaneously decided Trump's RNC rhetoric was, quote, dark. Now Glanderson poopers primed and puckered with disgraceful at the precise juncture John McCain, Mitt Romney, and every other rampage and rhino just so happens to be as well? Well, that's about as spontaneous as an Obama improv night. Couple that with the cabal of starched suits insisting the same intelligence community they gleefully buried during the Nixon and Iraq War eras must now be trusted implicitly despite being proven instruments of the outgoing regime during the 2016 election? I mean, between the disgraceful hive mind and Mueller releasing the names of Russian election bots that had already been released 1 year ago, just in time for Peter Strzok to turn into a Bond villain before Congress, I've seen fewer red flags at a Jeremy Corbyn rally, folks. And Strzok, sweetie, just because they tell you to give the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, doesn't mean you have to give 3 different answers. But what else were they gonna do? I mean, really, the media have spent the last 24 months up to their muffs in selling a conspiracy between 2 world leaders who, until today, had never even been photographed together. They're slamming uncut air into this conspiracy's veins, folks, which explains the journalistic aneurysm. I mean, let's process this. The media set up a transparent gotcha goat fucking Helsinki so Trump can confront Putin about election meddling at a public presser rather than behind closed doors as traditional diplomacy is traditionally conducted. But he rightly declines to do so, and this to you is traitorous? You know, FDR and Stalin had a fair few issues when they met at the Yalta Conference. Did the press tell Frankie to pop a wheelie on Uncle Joe's Johnson lest he be labeled treasonous? Or did they rightly anticipate they'd be talking about shit behind closed doors like goddamn adults? Oh, that's right! The New York Times were busy winning a Pulitzer Prize for covering up Stalin's purges at the fucking time. Whoops! The crux of the conspiracy, at least according to the utterly beshitted intelligence community that is, get this gang. The Russians used hackers and computers to do the exact same shit we do to their elections. Oh! You know it's a fake Russian conspiracy when you break it in half, only to find another 50 fake conspiracies inside. And yet I'm watching even pseudo-conservatives falling prey to this abject horseshit, while our old pal Jumpin' Joe Walsh was shrieking about the president being treasonous for merely maintaining minimal civility at a press conference. Ironically, something Walsh has accused Trump of being incapable of doing in the past. Evidently, the overflowing fucking graveyards we we got out of Iraq and Afghanistan weren't enough for this mensch. It's time to pick a fight with Russia now. J-Dub, I do believe it's time to apply some Just for Men gel to that aging warmonger worldview, my friend, because virtue signaling about Tea Party conservatism in a world where the neocon Koch brothers took that movement down like Sodom doesn't make you principled. It makes you a cuck for the Kochs. All this despite the fact that it's long since been revealed that Russia meddled on behalf of both sides in the election, penning nearly as many anti-Trump propaganda bots as anti-Hillary, establishing one fact and one fact alone. The goal was not to get Trump elected. It was to sow discord. Full stop. And if that was the objective, name an entity on this earth more singularly responsible for aiding Russia's aim than the media. I'm Razor Fist. Godspeed.
What is lost in this is that I think there's a bit of Trump derangement syndrome. I think there are people who hate the president so much that this could have easily been President Obama early in his first administration setting the reset button and trying to have better relations with Russia. The most recent leaders of the intelligence community, James Clapper and John Brennan. James Clapper perjured himself before the Senate and lied.
I'm talking about Dan Coates, the current director of national intelligence, who had to issue a state. Senator, I'm not talking about
much of an interview,
earlier.
Wolf. If you're going to interrupt me on every question, Wolf, we can't really have an interview.
No, I just want to be precise.
If you want to have an
it's
interview,
not Clapper,
you got to let
it's
me
not
answer
Brennan,
the questions.